All right, Nick Shriver, welcome into the Consumer Quarterback Show, my friend.
Well, thank you for having me here, Brandon.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming in. So, when you look at the outdoor lighting, lots of benefits that people can look at. 5 benefits. Let's jump right into it of outdoor landscape lighting.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said earlier, thanks for having me here. And some of the benefits you can get from outdoor landscape lighting are, in the overview, is the beautification of a property, usability, safe passage, security, and you can increase your property value. So, with beautification, one of the things we're able to do is we're able to add light and create different lighting scenes and different lighting effects with certain properties to really enhance how that view looks. And a lot of times in the residential setting, that's how the view looks from the street, or sometimes that's how you enjoy in that view looks from the backyard. Usability. So that's really a big one. You know, a lot of people out there, a lot like me, a lot like you, where we work, 9 to 5, we get home 5:30, 6, 7 o'clock. And when we get into the later part of the year, November, January through there, starts getting dark at 5, 5:15, 5:30.
Right.
And at that time of the night, you're not able to enjoy your landscape or any of your outdoor settings if you don't have some really amazing lighting. So, adding to that usability, extending those hours of the day where you can use your property, use your personal residence, and use all those things that, we really enjoy. Safe passage, obviously that's super helpful. Anytime that we can light stairways or steps or any kinds of grade changes and things like that on the bottom, so that we can, not just get from the car to the house, but maybe get from the house, maybe out to the lake, maybe out to the patio, any of those kinds of features there. There's also times when you're in a landscape and, there can be low-hanging tree limbs, or there could be something that sticks out, or a place where a path narrows. And those are also super helpful in that regard. As far as security goes, and this is always a big one, everybody's always concerned with this. So security, obviously just adding lighting in general, putting lighting on the house, putting lighting in the landscape, adding these features obviously gives it a sense of security in and of itself. But the ability to, just deter opportunists or deter people that may be coming into a neighborhood looking for an easy target by putting up some amazing lighting, you can avoid those types of things. So that's always helpful in the security aspect. And then the ability to stretch the security and not just have the security there, but create the sense of security on the inside of the house. So, if you're watching, that CSI show and you're a little freaked out because of the theme, and you look outside and you see shadows, that can continue to cause inner security. Even though you may live in a gated community, you're going, something's out there, it's messing around. Well, if we have some really great lighting that takes those shadows away, you still have that inner sense and that value. So there's a huge help there. And then with just the increase of property value, and you guys know there's a lot of, when it comes to real estate, that first impression is valuable. It's huge, especially when you're driving that residential market, to create that emotional connection and to create that nighttime view, that look where you can just really get that amazing piece. Very much like you guys see right there on some of those photos. It's absolutely amazing. That stunning view. So those are things that are really, really valuable, and a lot of those key core benefits to adding the outdoor lighting or the landscape lighting to properties.
Absolutely. It really makes it pop when you look at it, and it makes an estate style home just really pop. I mean, it gives you that look. It gives you all these 5 functions as well: the beautification, the usability, safe passage, security, and value. And I know in real estate, when you're looking out, one of the great things the MLS did is that, back 2 years ago, you had only 25 slots for pictures. Now you can put up to 100. So if you're marketing luxury properties like we do, we just sold a $2.65 million condo on the beach, for example. But when you're marketing these luxury properties, these estate style homes, to be able to go out during the day and get that natural light, but then also come back in the evening and get a second round of photography and videos done, showing these awesome lights. I mean, that's going to make it pop, going to make it sell faster for more money.
Absolutely. I wasn't aware that the MLS did that, but I mean, that's a huge advantage, because photos are everything, and the estate properties benefited from the most because there's the scale and the size of those properties and all the intricate details and everything. But the nighttime views is when people are home. That's what they're going to be seeing when they're there. And, being able to, so one of the things we also try to do is not just look at what it looks like from, the front or as you're pulling down the street, because that's a short-term view. You pull in, you go inside, and, the neighbors get to enjoy it. So we try to look at, hey, how can we make this really look amazing from inside the house? Like you've got a big, beautiful bay window, or the multi sliders that slide open and look into the yard.
Right.
What are you enjoying through that picture, through those views? So it's really great, and photos are huge. I mean, the world we live in is visual.
Absolutely. DecoratingElves.com.